This is a talk about realization and the living energy of existence that shines within all things, including ourselves. The universe is a living organism because it continually moves of itself. It's in continuous internal motion that has no external cause. The life of the universe is the living energy of existence that exists within all the things of the universe. All the things of the universe are forms of the living energy of existence that exist within a formless substrate of existence. By analogy, think of the innumerable forms of water that exist within an otherwise formless sea of water. The concept of Tao was an ancient recognition of the living energy of existence. Everything that exists continuously moves through space-time, combined space and time, at c, the speed of light in a vacuum. If there's any spatial velocity, the velocity through time is reduced, so their sum remains equal to c. Otherwise, everything advances through time at the speed of light. This continuous c space-time velocity is the sole motive force of the universe. It's the single source of all happening, change, evolution, motion, and time. This is explained in detail in my talks and books on time, relativity, and the present moment. All the forms that exist within the living energy of existence are emergent combinations of the elemental forms of existence, the elementary particles and their components. This is explained in my talks and books on quantum reality and the unification of relativity and quantum theory. Because the forms of existence can be distinguished from one another, they must be forms of data. Data changes only through computation. Thus, the universe must be a computational system. This is explained in my talks and books on the computational universe. The form of everything that exists is the complete data form of that thing, down to the elemental data of all its particles and their combinations. The living energy of existence within all forms makes them the real actual things they are, the complete data of, rather than mere descriptions. It's the immanence of the living energy of existence that exists within all the things of the universe that makes them observable as the real actual things they are, the complete data of. The complete data of the description of a tiger is not the same as the complete data of a real tiger. Everything is the complete data of what it is, made real, actual, and alive by the immanence of the living energy of existence within it. This is similar to the Vedic belief that the world consists entirely of forms, and all forms are empty of everything but Brahman. Our experience of the existence of anything is our experience of the immanence of existence shining within its forms. But we actually experience everything not as its actual forms, but as the forms produced by our mind's simulation of it. Everything we experience is actually a simulation produced by our brains. Thus, the world we seem to experience consists entirely of neural data structures within our brain. This is quite clear from cognitive science. Through millions of years of adaptive evolution, our brains have constructed internal simulations of ourselves within our environments that enable us to function effectively within the actual world. But these simulations are highly illusory, as they portray us and our world as a physical dimensional world of appearances when it actually consists of computational data structures made real and actual by the immanence of the living energy of existence. Similarly, virtual reality actually exists as raw data in a computer memory, but it appears as an active 3D world in the game player's mind. Our simulations of ourselves within the world consist of multitudes of continual ongoing parallel computations in our unconscious mind. However, complex beings have a specialized focus of attention routine that picks out individual relevant unconscious processes and informs the organism they are occurring. This is called experiencing things, though we are actually experiencing our simulations of those things. Now these forms of experiences, like all forms, become the real actual things they are the data of due to the immanence of the living energy of existence within them. The immanence of experiences is called consciousness. Consciousness is the immanence of existence that shines within the forms of experiences and makes them really, really real or conscious experiences. This is the simple, obvious solution to the hard problem of consciousness. The living energy of existence also exists within our own biological forms and is what makes us the real, actual living beings that we are. When the living energy of existence occurs within a biological being, it's called Qi. The Qi within every part of our entire being combined takes the form of a single body called our energy body. Our energy body is our true self because it's our total, direct, actual experience of everything. Our energy body is the combined internal and external feelings of our entire being. We know nothing else. In modern times, people tend to think of themselves as their appearances, but far more important is the state of the energy body. Once we recognize our Qi and the existence of our energy body, we can begin to work with our Qi to enhance our energy body and our realization. The first step is to become mindful and continuously aware of the living Qi energy of existence within our energy body and feel how it changes with our movements, thoughts, and breath. Next, practice moving Qi through your energy body, using your open palms a few inches from the body to move it up and down through the 7 chakras and the Kundalini channel along the spine. Coordinate the movements with consciousness and breath. Feel Qi radiating from your palms. Use palm movements to concentrate Qi energy in the chakras until it floods out to fill the entire surrounding energy body. Freely try lots of things and practice what works and feels right. Follow the feelings of your Qi and you'll tend to converge on what's best for your energy body. Let the energy body move the physical body from within. In all that you do through every day, work to make the entire energy body feel happy, good, healthy, and full of pure, glowing love. It deserves only the best. Qi energy is our life force, and it can take on any emotional tone. It can be angry, hateful, lustful, envious, attached, stressed, fearful, or anything else. But when Qi takes the form of pure love energy without attachment to any object of desire, it achieves its purest, healthiest form. As pure love, Qi optimizes the well-being of our energy body and the energy bodies of the other beings we interact with. This is achieved by releasing all the negative thoughts, desires, and attachments that support a negative tenor of Qi. When this is done, Qi automatically changes its tone to the pure, glowing love that is its natural state of healthy being. Negative Qi tone tends to form blockages that prevent the free flow of Qi within the energy body. These produce feelings of discomfort and can lead to physical problems as they inhibit the natural, free internal flows and external motions of the energy body. In the highest form of love, 2 energy bodies are felt to merge into a single energy body. This is the basis of Tantra Yoga, where mutual love is used to enhance Qi, which is then moved together through the energy bodies of the lovers. The universe is a single sea of the living energy of existence, and the immanence of the living energy of existence shines in the forms of everything that exists. The immanence of the living energy of existence shining within everything that exists, making it real and actual, is the divinity of existence. The universe works just fine without a God, but if we want a God, the only reasonable choice is the universe itself and the living energy of existence that gives it life. Under this definition, there can be no doubt that God exists, but it's important to understand that God, the universe, works only through natural laws and forms that actually exist. Nothing supernatural here, but the immanent divinity of existence itself is the most incredible, amazing, absolute, ultimate miracle possible. Thus, everything that exists partakes of the divine living energy of existence, and we can experience the divinity of everything that exists within all forms, including our own. Our energy body is the living energy of existence shining within us. The immanence of our energy body is the divinity of God shining within us as it shines within all things. We and all living organisms are sense organs of God through which God knows itself in all its forms. In this way, the universal organism God wakes and is becoming self-aware. The universal organism has evolved intelligent beings so that through us it can begin to know itself and guide its future destiny. The journey is just beginning. God looks at us from every eye, and God looks out through our eyes too. God sees itself looking at itself in every sentient being. God observes itself, observing itself in every interaction of forms in the dance of the universe. We are all the divine immanence of the living energy of existence within the energy bodies of our forms. We are all the living God shining us into being. We are all forms of our self-aware, universal living God continually dancing to the divine music of the universe. When we realize that everything that exists is a form of the universal living energy of existence, and most beings are just largely executing their programming, we become naturally understanding and compassionate towards all sentient beings. Thus, we naturally try to find ways to work together for our common good rather than for short-term benefits for ourselves at the expense of others and the environment. We become compassionate and caring towards our planetary organism, Earth, the mother, nurturer, and sustainer of us all. So we naturally act to minimize our negative impact on the environment and to leave a positive legacy in the traces of every action we perform by understanding the full effects of our every action on other beings and the environment. And we become understanding and compassionate, appreciative and caring for our biological bodies that carry us around and serve as our loyal beasts of burden throughout our lives. We honor and care for them as the best, most loyal friends that we have. With practice, we can begin to sense the energy bodies and chi flows of other beings and even inorganic objects and processes. This enables us to better interact with them, either to aid and enhance them or to avoid, divert, and redirect potentially harmful interactions. However, this ability is limited, and we should not fool ourselves into thinking we are smarter or stronger than we are. There are no chi superheroes. However, with intensive practice, this ability to sense the flows of energy in external forms is at the heart of disciplines such as Aikido, Musashi's 5 rings, and successes in love, life, and business. Thus, it is possible to directly experience the living energy of existence within all the things of the world, in the forms and processes of everything that exists, and to live better, more capable lives as a result. Realization is just directly experiencing the true nature of reality as it actually is rather than believing the illusions of our brain's simulation of reality. In particular, realization is experiencing the divine immanence of the living energy of existence in the forms of everything that exists. And realization is experiencing the formless living energy of existence shining in the divine immanence of bright consciousness devoid of contents in meditation. Realization is being continually mindful of our energy body and our chi flows in all that we do in every moment of the day, and in mindfulness of the chi flows around us. And finally, by realizing that the illusions of our mind's simulation of reality are a direct experience of actual reality. Realization is experiencing the illusions of the simulation as the real illusions they are, rather than the reality they pretend to be. At first I thought mountains were mountains. Then I realized mountains were my mind's simulation of mountains. But finally I realized that my mind's simulation of mountains is the reality of mountains. Mind is a master magician. The magician's tricks are real tricks in a real world. They are just not what they pretend to be. Illusions seen as illusions are reality, but illusions taken for reality are illusions. This is the meaning of realization in a world of illusion. Our universe and the living energy of existence that shines within all the things of the universe, bringing them to life, is incredibly wonderful and awe-inspiring. And directly experiencing the immanence of the living energy of existence shining in everything that exists is the essence of enlightenment. This is number 19 in a series of talks on Ctoe, the complete theory of everything. My full Ctoe can be found at edgarlowen.info. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this talk useful. Comments and questions are welcomed. I can be contacted at edgarlowen@icloud.com. Please remember to like and share this talk as widely as possible. Thank you.